Hey guys, today we're going to be covering how Sjuush plays monster on Overpass. He is one of the absolute best at this position and he has a lot to teach us, so let's get into it. First, let's go over the basics. As the monster player, you pretty much always want to run through heaven and jump out into the water to get to B. This is the fastest way to get to your position. Once you arrive at the B site, there are a couple of different things that you can do. Usually, you will want to invest in a piece of utility towards monster. This is usually a Molotov or a nade to start off with, but you could also flash to peek into this position as well. You want to throw your utility here early so you can stop any rushes towards the B site. Normally, your teammates should be smoking monster for you. If they aren't, it can be a little bit difficult to play monster, as if you have to smoke the position yourself, you would be very late getting to monster and would not be able to effectively hold the position. So make sure your teammates know this lineup and can smoke monster for you at the start of the round. So with the basics in mind, let's move on to our positioning. So in the beginning of the round, your primary goal is to stop a B rush. So this means that you may have to play anti-flash and be prepared to take a fight early on. This also means that your early round position will usually be at the barrels. This is a great position to fight from since you only expose your head when peeking monster, and you can easily hide from the enemy if needed as well. You can see from these examples that Sjuush starts by dumping his Molotov and nade from the safety of the barrels and then takes a fight after recovering from the flashes from EG. Notice as well how effective the nade is against a monster rush, as Sjuush takes out most of his damage in this round from his nade alone. Obviously, the enemy team shouldn't be rushing B every single round, so if they aren't rushing B, you can start to move in front of monster and begin to spam through these smokes to try and get some information. Now, this spam here from Sjuush is super strong and well worth learning. You can see just how much damage he is able to do to anyone around this stairs area, and you can also follow up with a nade around this area too to lock in some more damage. Another important thing here to remember is that you always want to keep monster smoked off. The great thing about monster for the CT side is that it is a very tight passage, so by placing a smoke in monster, even if the enemy flashes you, you will probably be able to get a lot of kills just spamming through the tunnel. By locking down the monster position, it is also incredibly hard for the T side to take the B site. Going through short puts them in a ton of different crossfires, so if you lock down monster, you pretty much lock down the B site. With that being said, here are a few ways to re-smoke monster from Sjuush. Of course, the easiest way is to simply bounce the smoke off the left side of the monster tunnel, and this is also the most common re-smoke that you will be using. From this barrels position, you can also re-smoke monster by aiming at this spot here and jump throwing. The other re-smoke that Sjuush will often use is this smoke where you stand anywhere around this area on the corner and then simply aim at this spot on the building and then just left click throw the smoke. When you re-smoke monster, you want to make sure they land at the back of monster, as this can allow you to make a play by simply fading the smoke and getting some information at this area, and it also makes it harder for the T side to simply pop through this position and clear out monster easily. In terms of positions that you can play, a lot of monster players will simply just stay around the barrels position, even up until the late round, and from this position you can also jump spot monster. You just have to make sure you are backed up against this wall behind you, and this is a really easy jump spot to just get some information. But if you really want to mix it up, a really nice position that you can play is on this steel grate. This is a super strong position to pull out every now and again to catch your opponents off guard. To get up onto this position, you simply just need to hold W and then jump at the base of the grate, and this will allow you to slide up and you should be able to get stuck at the peak of your jump. You can also simply stand around the left side of monster, and this is also a pretty nice off angle. Another super popular position to play is the pillar. This is a really good position, especially if you want to be fighting short. As you can see from Sjuush here, you are also able to dodge most of the flashes coming over to the B site, which allows you to pick up some super easy kills and pivot around to take the fights that you want to take. Now, another really cool thing that you can do is if you still have your smoke late in the round, you can simply drop it in front of the barrels here, and this will allow you to stay alive a lot longer and delay for your team to come in and support you. This smoke is probably one of the strongest ways to hold the B site, so be sure to use this. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to play monster and overpass. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Peace out.